up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Lightning's Perspective. It is your host, Lightning K. I'm back once again with another video. I have this little mic, but I don't know, I just feel like it's not picking up enough off my chest. I have to pick it up. But anyways, as you can see, I'm all glammed up. I'm gonna be going to the mall later on. So the fit, I have these. Oh, and speaking of which, this moving camera, you see it's moving with me wherever I go. Let me know if y'all like this or not. But basically, it is the PO2 something off a TikTok shop that I got. I'm testing it out. Let me know if you guys like it in the comments down below. Does it make you feel more with me when I move to go pick something up and this, that, and the third? Does it make you feel more present? Is it just annoying? Take it off. Like, let me know what you guys think about it, and I will see if it's something I want to use for every podcast. So yeah, this podcast episode, finally, let's get into it. This podcast episode is how to elevate yourself for 2024, because you know it's New Year's. New Year's is coming, and this is kind of getting annoying, but because I like to just rock back and forth naturally. But anyways, the New Year's is coming. Everybody has their own little, for New Year's, I want to do this for and this and this and this and the third, but nobody is talking about the steps that you have to take, the dedication that it has to build habits, to build good habits, break bad ones, and to just overall become a better person. Okay, so I recently bought this planner. I got it at TJ Maxx. So I bought this 2024 planner for the upcoming year. And y'all, this planner is not a basic planner. It has, like, look at this. The first page, well, you can use it as like a little folder and put things in here. But the first page, it has all kind of party, birthday, meeting, bills due, vacation, travel, reminder, happy hour, date night, important stuff, appointments, all that stuff and more is on this thing, y'all. Okay, this thing is getting annoying. But y'all, it's just amazing. You can put contacts in it right here, and then you have January 2024, and then it gives you a little quote for the start of each month. I looked at the whole thing, and that's the pattern that they're keeping. And then the first page, you can set some. I'm gonna go to another one because I already set my goals. But for the first page, you can set like your goals for the month. On this side, your any birthdays, anniversaries, and things that you need to do. So like a bucket list for each month. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's pretty much this. And I will forever, I'm sorry, y'all, I forgot to add the light, but I will forever rep this book, Atomic Habits. It literally shows you, it's like the ultimate guide on how to build to break bad habits. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but just y'all have to read the book. It's amazing. Okay. But also I'm breaking out a little bit on my face, so if you see like some cream on my face, ignore it. It's to help these, I don't know what's going on. Like, I wore makeup, inner corner stuff, and then ever since my inner corner started breaking out. So the first thing is listen to podcasts, which is something that you're probably already doing right now. You actually are doing right now. You're listening to a podcast. So listening to podcasts, personally, the kind of podcast that I like to listen to, I like to listen to Fernando Ramirez, which you guys know, and Love Your Natural, which you guys probably also know, and Sahar Dani or Sahar Dahi, something like that. I'm sorry. And then Brianna Renee. Brianna's not really a podcaster, neither is Sahar, but they do like a lot of girl talks, and they help me to, like a lot of things about girls that is normal. Like, they're just really good with like making you feel normal, making you feel like a human, making you feel like a person, and to really embrace the fact that you're a girl, because it's a beautiful thing. Okay. And if there's any boys watching, I'm sure there's another one, Don't Trip. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that podcast. It's more of a funny podcast. It's not something that you would listen to if you're trying to become a better person. I mean, they have a couple things here and there about that kind of stuff, but mainly they're comedy. They're very funny. They talk about the girl math and the boy math. And at first I never understood it, but it was just so funny. Now I understand why it's a thing. And it makes sense now because it's funny. It's not supposed to make sense, It's funny. So yeah, I really like them. Don't Trip, we got you. Okay, and then another podcast that I would suggest you guys listen to is Lightning's Perspective. That's a great podcast. Okay, she talks about all kind of things to, you know, just better yourself, become a better person, become cleaner, and just move on and move better. I think that's gonna be my thing because I use it for a thumbnail and I love it ever. I'm a thumbnail, a video, and I've loved it ever since. How to move on and move better. Like, I show you how to move on and move better because it's crazy out here. People trying to play you, friends are betraying you. Like, it's just, and we need somebody to talk about these things because they're not normal. Like, you know, okay. Anywho, here we go. So, how to elevate yourself for 2024. We all know, like, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and things like that. But we're gonna get right. I already said it. But yeah, so like I said, listening to podcasts, great thing. Stop comparing yourself to others. And there's this, I was actually watching, I don't know if she's a podcaster, but again, she's with the Girl Talks. Her name is Tati Caylee, and she does a lot of like girl talks, just sit down, not with the mic, but I like the mic, but you know, everybody's different. And she was basically talking about this lane example where she said life or just everything, like, I don't know how to say, like, she said that she said like basically life or whatever it is, just an example for you guys. You're driving in a lane. Oh yeah, life is like driving. You're driving in a lane, but you can't be constantly looking at everybody, the person next to you, the person in front of you, behind you. You're looking everywhere but on your lane. You're gonna obviously, you know, maybe hit a curb, maybe even wreck. So she was basically saying how it's important to make sure that you're looking at your lane and your lane only. You're focused on your lane, catering to your lane. Maybe when your lane is all fixed up, you could check your partner's lane and make sure they're good and things like that. But basically, she was saying to make sure you're always focused on your lane, because if your lane isn't there, you're not going to be here. So I think that was like the little thing that she was talking about. The next one is romanticize your life. Make sure that you guys are romanticizing your life. And what I mean by romanticize your life, make everything just so beautiful. When I think of romanticizing something, I just mean, I think of to make it beautiful, to make it happy, to make it something to look forward to. I don't really mean to romanticize it actually, but I think, you know, to look to for things to look beautiful and all those kind of things. So for me, romanticizing my life may mean to play some music while I get ready, light my candle while I'm reading my book, you know, things like that. I also was looking into getting the little towel warmer for the shower. You put your towel in a little warmer, and then when you get out, your stuff is like already warm, you know, your towel. I don't know, just something to look into. So the next one is the power of the tongue. I talked about this a little bit in the last episode with Anna. Also, okay, we're last thing, okay? I got two mics. So now when I'm doing podcasts with guests, they can have their own mic. We don't have to pass around a phone anymore, okay? But yeah, so like I was saying, I talked about this a little bit while I was doing the podcast with Anna, and basically the power of the tongue is whatever you say, it's going to come true. So you want to make sure that you're only speaking positively, you're always speaking positively, because literally life is what you make it. Like the flower thing, you speak bad to a flower, it's not going to bloom well. You speak good to a flower, sing to it, you know, tell it how beautiful it is, it's going to grow up. And I meant to say too in that video, I'm just now remembering, but um uh, living organisms, they need to hear positive things, which mean I remembered it and then I just forgot. So it's all about the vibes too. Like, even though flowers obviously can't hear you, they feel your energy and they feel your vibes. So if your vibes, you speaking bad is or negatively towards something or something, someone or something, is giving it negative vibes. But if you're speaking positively to someone or something, you know, it's giving it that good vibe. So even though the flowers can't physically hear you, they feel the vibes, they feel the energy. And if you don't believe in vibes and energy, do your homework on it, because it's a real thing and it really does affect people. The next one is start manifesting. A lot of people were saying, okay, because a lot of people were saying that as a Christian you shouldn't manifest, which I feel like is a little controversy. You know, it's something to talk about. I'm going to do a podcast with Anna. Maybe I'll ask her and see if she wants to do one about why Christians can manifest, because why can't Christians manifest? Somebody said, well, me and Anna were talking about it, that not what we were recording, but like later on in that day that we made the episode, somebody was like, Christians aren't supposed to manifest. And I was like, why not? They were like, the Bible doesn't say we can. And I'm like, okay, well, in the Bible, just like it says we can, nowhere in the Bible does it say we can. Where in the Bible does it say we can't? You know, and correct me if I'm wrong, if the Bible does say that you can, Christians aren't supposed to manifest, but I feel like manifesting and praying and, to God goes hand in hand. Now, there's a difference. There's ways to manifest where it's unchristianly, but the way I manifest is I'm talking to God when I manifest. I'm like, God, please, I want this. I know you can make it happen. Now, I feel like there's a difference between praying and manifesting, which is what I just described, and manifesting to another higher power. Oh my God, the world, do this for me. Then I feel like it's a little unchristianly. So it's a little bit of controversy. I hope I'm saying that right. But comment down below, what do you guys think? Do you think as a Christian, or even if you're not Christian, whatever religion you are, do you think that it's, I don't know, how would I say Christianly, but like in a universal throughout all religions? Holy, I guess. I don't know, but let me know if that's like an okay thing to do in your religion. So the next one is start doing research on something new. Okay, and I've also there's another podcasters. It's called like Bram T. Yeah, Bram T. So it's BRAMTEA, but it's complicated. Okay, it's not my podcast to explain why she named it that. Go watch her podcast. It's her and her husband, they do podcasts together, and basically they talk about like aliens and what's in the food that we eat and all those kind of things, and I just thought it was so interesting. Obviously, it's not something that you should just look into so much and have such a strong opinion like they do. I mean, if you want to, that's what keeps you, that's what keeps you feeling good, do it. But I just feel like it's not healthy, maybe just for me. I don't think it's healthy for myself to have such a strong opinion towards something like that. But if nobody did, there would be nothing to watch about it, so who's entertaining us if nobody did? So I'm not bashing them. I'm not saying that they are wrong for having an opinion about something. Why did it just move and then stop? That was so weird. I'm not saying, oh, it's like a hand motion that you do that makes it moves. But anyway, that's basically, I'm just gonna hand it off right there. Okay, the next one is create a new hobby. So maybe make a hobby gardening. Maybe, your new hobby is doing yoga outside, random things. Find a new hobby, something that makes you happy, something that feels like it just takes you away from reality and it's just like an escape route for you. Find something like that, okay? The next one is create a new hobby. Oh, I just said that. By the way, if my voice is, I don't know, I thought my voice was back, but for my sister's birthday, we were like doing karaoke and yelling and all that stuff, but I thought my voice was back. Obviously, it's not. So that's why I sound like that. So be okay by yourself. Love being by yourself. I remember when I was in 6th grade, first starting off middle school, first started hitting puberty, all those kind of things. I was so into like, oh, I needed people around me. I needed friends. I needed just needed somebody to just keep me a company. I could not be by myself. I always needed somebody by my side 24/7. I'm going to the bathroom. Can you stand outside the stall with me? I'm going to sleep. Can you come sleep on the floor next to my bed? Like, I always needed somebody with me. And for a long time, my goal was not only to be okay with being by myself, to love being by myself. And I can finally say after 2 years, not only I love being by myself. Like before, it was like, sometimes I want to hang with people. Sometimes I want to be by myself. If being by myself is an option over hanging out with other people, I will do it. Okay, I literally love my own company. I love being by myself. Just being in my own thoughts, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing for a lot of people, because if you're one of those people who everything's always like, it's a dangerous, but it's a dangerous thing that could save you at the same time. So I'm also going to make a video about that too. But the next one is create a new habit or routine. So for me, I created a new routine that every morning, I haven't been doing it lately. It was a habit, but then I want to get back into it. I would wake up every morning before everybody got up. If that was 9 a.m. or 4 a.m., I didn't care. I wanted to wake up before everyone woke up. I would sit right here because of the window. I wanted to look outside. I would sit right here and I would read Atomic Habits. Then I would journal. Then I would pray. Then I would read the Bible. Then I would journal about the Bible, make my notes, and then I would eat breakfast. And I would do all this. I would read the Bible, do all this. I wouldn't drink water. I wouldn't eat food. I wouldn't have a snack. I would do it like I'm fasting, kind of. And then finally, I would have breakfast. Breakfast is actually break fast. I think I want to start calling it breakfast or break fast. That kind of sounds, but yeah. So I had breakfast, and then finally I ate, drunk water, and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like it was kind of like a my mind was clear, because a lot of people say that the government and a lot of people say that just the food that we eat isn't pure and it's not natural, and that they put chemicals in there. So, but even if they didn't say that, it's just really good to think with no food in your stomach and with food in your stomach. But it just I felt so much like I felt like I was in a clean headspace, like I was just a blank canvas inside, and it felt good. The next thing is to change up the scenery. Maybe I don't know, move the home sign to where this is and move that to where the home sign is. Move things around. Maybe take some of these things off and put it on this little table, and vice versa. Change up the scenery a little bit. It might make you feel better. You might even realize that you like this better than how your old setup was. Maybe you realize that now you can never change your setup because your old setup was just the best, and changing it just really messed with you. So changing up the scenery can help you figure out a lot of things about yourself. The next one is um plan out your day, which is something that I'm going to be doing with my planner. I'm going to be planning out every single day. If I have something to do, I'm going to write it on there. I'm going to start planning out my day for 2024. It's hard. I know a lot of people say that it's hard to make habits for the new year. You should start by September, November, October, so that they can be habits. But me, I'm the kind of person that I need to go cold turkey, okay? I need to stop my bad habit, or the opposite of cold turkey, where I need to just do it consistently. I don't need to build up the habit. I want to building up the habit is not a good thing for me. I need to go cold turkey and stop it completely, or the opposite, where I just need to keep going, keep going, keep going. That's the kind of person I am. I'm not the kind of person that needs to ease into it, because eventually I'm going to ease. And then I wanted to add in as well, I had this habit. It's a very bad habit, or it was a very bad habit I had ever since I was a baby. And me and my parents, ever since I was a baby, we've always just tried to get me out of the habit. And then finally they just gave up, and I did it secretly behind their back. They never knew I was doing it. They thought I'd been stopped. And I just kept doing it behind their back. But finally, like last year, 2023, I'm at 2022. My goal for 2023 was to stop doing this. So every time I did it, I would catch myself. I would tell myself to stop. I would not allow myself to do it at all. I went cold turkey. Every time I'd catch myself, I just stopped doing it. And I say that to say that going cold turkey is not always a bad way, because by the end of January, this habit was broken. I was not doing it anymore. I didn't want to do it. I didn't see a desire for doing it. So I made it unattractive. I made it so that I didn't want to do it anymore. Because I'm still at the early stages. It's okay if I stop now and go back. No, but if I'm going cold turkey, I'm like, well, I'm in it now. I already stopped the old habit, or I already begun. I'm in it, too deep in it now, so I can't stop. That's just the kind of person I am. The next one is to have a bucket list. And what I mean by having a bucket list, that doesn't mean jump off a cliff, punch my grandma in her face. That's not what I mean when I say to have a bucket list, because that's a lot of people's bucket lists. And I'm like, well, in the TV shows, and I'm like, I really hope nobody's actually thinking this is what a real bucket list is. Bucket list is take a walk today, take out the trash, doing something that you don't normally do, or something that you need to do. But yeah, the next one is start taking walks. That's just so crazy how I just said it, and now it's the next thing on there. But yeah, start taking walks. I actually want to start taking walks. Even if it's just go out to the driveway, look at the sky, and come right back in. Even if that's what the walk is, I want to start going outside, even if it's just for a second, and just take in the nature. The next one is realize the person you are and the person that you want to be. So realize, okay, so what kind of person I am. I'm the kind of person that records on the same day, edits on the same day, and posts all in the same day that I need to have the video up. I'm the kind of person that does everything the day of the deadline. And the person that I want to become is I want to become the person who records maybe even a week before I have to record, because I want to have it, edited and ready to go way beforehand. Okay, so that's a little example for that one. The next one is to let go of baggage, and there was a suitcase and rocks thing. So basically everybody's going in the airport, right? Everybody has I got it from Tati Caylee, by the way. Everybody's going to the airport. They have their little luggages with them, but yours has rocks in it. What's the rocks? The baggage. So everybody's going with their luggage. Everybody's going, they walking pretty fast because you at the airport, you trying to make your flight, so everybody's going pretty fast with their luggage. But you have your luggage is, has rocks in it. It has the baggage is slowing you down. It's going to pull you down. Now you can't run as fast as everybody else, and everybody's like, girl, come on, we're about to miss our flight. You need to, pick up the pace, speed up. But you can't, because you have so much rocks. You have so much baggage to let go. So honestly, letting go of baggage and forgiving people has nothing to do with the other person and everything to do with you. When somebody does something that you don't like and you're like, what, I'm going to forgive you, it has nothing to do with them. You're not forgiving them. You're doing it so that you're not holding on to that baggage, so that you're not like, okay, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did that to me. Oh my God, like that's stressing me out so bad. You letting go is going to make you feel better as a person. It's helping you way more than you think it's helping the other person. Okay. And then the last one is to stop judging others, because as individuals, we're always judging other people, whether it's, oh my gosh, she's so ugly, or oh my God, I wish I had what she had. Either way, you're judging her, you're judging yourself, you're judging the situation. Stop doing that. Stop comparing yourself to others and stop judging others, because judging someone is a form of judging, of comparing yourself to them, because you judging them like, oh my gosh, she's so ugly. Like, you're saying that because you feel like you're better than her. So you're comparing yourself to her. Don't do that. Stop comparing yourself to others and stop judging others, because just like you, the next person goes through things. Just like you, the next person has insecurities. Just like you, the next person was scared to upload the video because they had the little rash, but they didn't want, they had their insecurities poking out, and nobody knew. Just like you, the next person, they feel the same way. So for you to be out there criticizing somebody for something that they have going on, you're comparing them yourself to them, or vice versa, whatever it is, stop doing that, because it's so unhealthy. Not even for them, but for you too. Okay, like, it's just unhealthy, y'all. By the way, this ring is just really bothering my thumb, but yeah, I couldn't even like bend it properly. But yeah, so it's just super unhealthy to think like that, to have a mind, thinking process like that. So just stop judging people. Let them do what they do. Do what you do, and that's it. That is it for this podcast. I am wrapping it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. Let me know in the comments some other videos that you want to see. Who else do you want me to collab? Well, yeah, probably don't even know, but yeah, like, let me know what other episodes you guys want me to do, maybe with Anna, maybe with Aaron. Maybe we could do a recording episode with Aaron, because I didn't do that before. I have like an audio, but I wasn't thinking to record. It was like a last minute thing. I'm like, you just want to record something for my podcast? She's like, sure. And then that was my first time like telling anybody outside of the people in my family that I had a podcast. Even so, just my mom and my sister, that was the only people who knew I had a podcast, But yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and Lightning K out.